Brothers and sisters, Bishop Webster here. Hope you all had a wonderful General Conference weekend. The messages this weekend have just left me astounded at the unity of the messages themselves. So many of them revolved around the topic of unity and of being one. I think that is definitely a central theme and central message, as well as numerous calls for eliminating racism and any kind of othering, I guess you might say, helping people to feel the love of Jesus Christ, and gathering Israel. That was so much of the remarks of President Nelson. What an amazing man he is, amazing prophet of God. I really loved, for those of you who know me well, or I guess we're around at Word Conference a few years ago, Sister Eubank's talk in the women's meeting was especially poignant for me, as they talked about rowing, as she talked about the principles associated with that and us being unified with one another and with Christ. Loved it. And of course, President Nelson's closing remarks talking about our new normal. And if there ought to be a new normal, it's that we turn our heart, mind, and soul to God and Jesus Christ. What a powerful message, that we are to gather Israel, that the work of gathering Israel moves forward. There's just so much hope and optimism and positivity and truth taught in this last weekend. Even if you were only able to catch one session, you would have felt the Spirit of our Father in heaven. You would have felt the Spirit. I am so excited to go back and listen to these, I think more than any other session, because this is the session that I feel like really provides so much hope, provides so much peace and perspective in a time when we really need it, when we need truth. There's so much uncertainty, so much fear and anger in the world. That's not what was taught this weekend. That's not what was taught, and certainly not what was felt by those of us who were able to watch it. So I definitely encourage you to go back, and I think it's usually about a 3 to 4 maybe week turnaround until all the talks are on Gospel Library and on churchofjesuschrist.org. But what an amazing conference this has been. And so now we look forward to next week, October 11th, when we will meet together in a sacrament meeting, one sacrament meeting at 1 o'clock. And then before that, at 11 o'clock, we will have Relief Society, Elders Quorum, Young Men and Young Women classes, all at 11. We'll be sending out details on how to log into those meetings sometime this week. Look for it after Tuesday, and also a link for how to watch the sacrament meeting that will be streamed. I'm going to, in the email that I'm sending out here soon, there will also be a whole lot of information about how it will all work, and a lot of relevant details for those of you planning to come to sacrament meeting, a map to show you which doors you can come in and out of. And so, as I say in the email as well, I don't want all the logistics. I don't want that to override the feeling of what we will experience being together again, and the true meaning and purpose for why we are together, why we meet together, whether virtually or in person. It's to strengthen one another. It's to renew our covenants. And again, as we learned this weekend, it's to draw closer to Jesus Christ and to become more like him. How grateful I am for this opportunity and for all I've learned. I know I have a lot to work on, and I look forward to having the Spirit teach me and to show me what's next, and where I ought to divert my energy and my focus for myself and for my family, and I guess for our ward. So I look forward to seeing you all next week, or at least you seeing those of us who are able to attend in person. It is Fast and Testimony meeting, so please come fasting. And I might encourage you to fast in the way President Nelson invited us to fast. What's something meaningful that you can give up, if not food and water? What else can you give up? What can you put on the altar of sacrifice to be able to prepare yourself for an amazing meeting as we meet together next week. And so, brothers and sisters, we're excited to embark in this next adventure, this next journey. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for your understanding, and we will look forward to seeing all your smiling faces soon. Have a great week. See you next week.